Hey there, classic rock lovers, and welcome to Classic Reviews, where we review classic rock albums. And today we have an exciting treat for you. So get ready for an epic CD review that will hopefully leave you craving to listen to this band. The CD we will be reviewing is called 7, The Best of Stryper, and this CD is a greatest hit CD by the American metal band Stryper. So, Stryper are a hard rock heavy metal band from the 80s, and they are known for their songs and lyrics that reflect their Christian beliefs. A lot of people call them a Christian rock or metal band, but I more think of them as just a rock or metal band in the same vein as Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, Ozzy Osbourne, Dokken, and Van Halen, for example. And I don't really pay a lot of attention to the Christian Jesus lyrics. The lineup of the band comprises of lead singer and guitar player Michael Sweet, his brother Robert Sweet on drums, guitar player Oz Fox, and Tim Gaines used to be the bass player on and off, but they now have Perry Richardson on bass, who used to be in fellow 80s band Firehouse. And I'll also mention that Poison lead guitarist CC DeVille did audition for Stryper before Oz Fox got the gig. This greatest hit CD came out in March 2003, and as well as celebrating the band's 20th anniversary, it also kind of served as a reunion album, as the new tracks on this CD were the first songs that Stryper recorded together in 12 years, and after this album came out, the reunion tour was the first time Stryper toured in 12 years. So, without further ado, let's do the track by track, which as the back cover shows, if I can get the right angle, which as the back cover shows, is mostly in reverse chronological order. The opening song on this album is called Something. This is one of the new songs that was recorded for this very album, and due to the fact it's a new song but on a greatest hit CD, it's a Stryper song that slips under the radar and a lot of people don't know. And I imagine they don't perform this particular song live either. The last thing I can think of to say about this song is that the lyrics are about the fact we all need something to live for, whatever that may well be. The second song on this CD is called For You. This is the other new song that was recorded for this CD, and it is arguably the better song out of the two new songs on this CD. Like the other new song, it's a Stryper song that slips under the radar and has probably never been played live. And I think the lyrics are basically saying, I'll do anything and sacrifice everything for you, but would you do the same for me, or do you feel the same way about me? For the third song on this CD, we go back 13 years for the band's cover of the Earth, Wind and Fire song Shining Star. This song is from the Against the Law album, which came out in August 1990. And it's worth mentioning that Jeff Scott Soto is credited as a backing vocalist on that album. With the Against the Law album, the band decided to take a different direction, so they stopped wearing the yellow and black spandex, the bold religious themes took a back seat, and the band sang more about rock and roll and relationships. But I suppose they were still wrote and sung with a Christian point of view. Anyway, this song features former American Idol judge Randy Jackson on bass rather than Tim Gaines, and maybe they brought Randy in as he might have been able to play the funk-style bass playing better than what Tim Gaines could. And the main thing to say about this song is that Stryper really made this song their own, and turned it into a funk metal song similar to what bands like Extreme were doing at the time. This song features some great backing vocals, and while this isn't a proper Christian song, it's still a song that has a positive message of that anyone has the potential to be who they want to be. The fourth song on this CD is simply called Lady. This song is a power ballad that starts off with acoustic guitars, then while softly and at a slow tempo, the drums and electric guitars come in. Michael Sweet gives a softer and edgier vocal performance in this song, but it's still a powerful vocal. And you also have to give credit to Oz Fox for some melodic guitar playing. Track number 5 is the last song of this CD we hear from the Against the Law album, and it's a song called All For Me. The main thing to say about this song is that this was the new sound that Stryper were playing at the time. So it's harder, heavier and a lot darker than Stryper's previous material at the time. This is the rather anthemic rock song where you can really hear the double bass kick drum, and the chorus seems like it has many layers of vocals. The lyrics of this song doesn't feature any Christian themes, but it's still a rather positive song with some great messages. And All for One is the only song I think that the band still plays live now from the Against the Law album, as Michael Sweet doesn't look back too fondly on that album. For the next couple songs, we go back to the In God We Trust album, which came out in June 1988, and bass player Tim Gaze didn't do any recording for that album. So, song 6 on this greatest hits CD is the title track from the In God We Trust album. The arrangement of this song is pretty basic. Two verses right after each other, then the rest of the song is just powerful guitar solos and choruses. But despite how basic the song is, it's a great song. The song is a very powerful one, featuring a high and strong vocal performance and screams from Michael Sweet. But arguably, the best things about this song is the guitar tone and guitar solos. Track number 7 is the other song from the In God We Trust album, and it's called Always There For You. This song is a well-produced and more commercial sounding song that might not just be a Christian rock song, as the message of this song can resonate with non-Christian people too, as this song could be about friendships, family and relationships. For the next few songs, we move on to the To Hell With The Devil album, which came out in October 1986. That, I think, is the band's best-selling album, and bass player Tim Gaze didn't take part in the recording of that album. So track number 8 is the title track from the To Hell With The Devil album, and it's a heavy and loud power metal type song, where not only does Michael Sweet shine vocally, but you have to give him credit for his guitar playing too. Track number 9 is the song called Calling on You. This is a more commercial sounding song and sounds similar to the song Always There For You. For me, it's one of the better songs on this CD. Michael Sweet sings great, the guitars sound great, it features lots of harmony layers, and it's a good, well-produced pop metal type song. Another one of the better songs on this CD is track 10, which is simply titled Free. This song is a rather anthemic song that's easy to sing along to, has great harmony vocals throughout the song, features a strong and powerful chorus, and it features some great melodic lead guitar playing. Track number 11 is the power ballad titled Honestly. This is Stryper's highest charted song of the Billboard Hot 100, peaking at number 23 in the US chart in about 1987, and it became a highly requested music video on MTV at the time. And with that in mind, it was probably played at a lot of proms and weddings too. I must admit, for me, this isn't the best power ballad by an 80s rock or metal band, but this rather tender piano keyboard heavy song helps put Stryper in the mainstream, and they were no longer just known in the Christian and metal scenes. Track 12 is the last song we hear from the To Hell With The Devil album, and it's called The Way. This is a heavy speed metal-esque song that has to be my favourite Stryper song. So yeah, I think this is the best song on this CD. The song has a simple and fast guitar intro and features some solid and heavy drumming. Plus, Michael Sweet puts in a rather powerful vocal in the song, especially at the end of the song, with a scream that proves he's right up there with the best singers at the time, like Jeff Tate, etc. For the next few songs, we go back to August 1985 for the Soldiers Under Command album. And the first song from that album is track number 13, which is the title track from that album. So one thing I learned by the time I got to this song is that Stryper know how to write a title track. It's a hard-hitting metal song with a cool main riff, and it advances at a mid-tempo pace until it gets to a deep-sounding chorus that's backed up by a triumphant-sounding rhythm guitar. Both Michael Sweet and Oz Fox duel on lead guitars in a minute-long instrumental, and the song deals with issues of spiritual warfare. Track number 14 is called Makes Me Wanna Sing. Like the previous song, it's a rather driven rock song but not as heavy, and it does feature a hooky and worshipy chorus. A lot of people would say the lyrics are rather cheesy, but I like the Jesus theme lyrics. And an important thing about this song are the high notes performed by Michael Sweet, especially the scream at the end. Track number 15 is the last song on this CD from the Soldiers Under Command album, and it's called Reach Out. Like the previous song, it uses guitars and great vocals to put forth their message, and it's a mid-tempo and melodic hard rock song. The song opens with vocal harmonies. The tempo of Robert Sweet's power drumming changes throughout the song, you get a smooth and catchy chorus, and the song features some tight playing in terms of rhythm guitar playing and the dual lead guitar playing. The next couple songs are from the band's debut EP, which is called The Yellow and Black Attack, and that came out in July 1984. So the third to last song of his greatest hits CD is called From Wrong to Right. While you could tell it's one of Stryper's earlier songs by the lower production sound, you can still hear that it's a short and heavy song that features quite the battle cry by Michael Sweet at the beginning. The second to last song of this CD is called Loving You. This is a solid up-tempo song that starts off with the band's trademark vocal harmonies, repeating the song title 3 times. This song features an upbeat and edgy rhythm guitar sound, and a trademark yell or scream by Michael Sweet later on in the song. And I think Michael plays a bit of lead guitar in this song too. For the last song of his greatest hits CD, we actually fast forward 7 years, and it's a song simply titled Believe. This song is from a previous greatest hits Stryper release called Can't Stop the Rock, which came out in July 1991. The song Believe is a strong power ballad that was written as a tribute to the troops fighting in the Persian Gulf War in 1991. The song features a driving melody that is outstanding due to the vocal lines, and it features a very good guitar solo too. So that's the track by track done. The main thing I've learnt from listening to this CD is that Stryper have to be one of the most solid and tight sounding bands from the 80s, and it's a shame that they are criminally overlooked due to their Christian lyrics. So let's put the lyrical content aside and talk more about the band. Michael Sweet and Oz Fox have to be right up there with Judas Priest, Glenn Tipton, KK Downing, Slash and Izzy Stradlin from Guns N' Roses, Aerosmith, Joe Perry and Brett Whitford, Dave Murray and Adrian Smith from Iron Maiden, maybe even Metallica's James Hetfield and Kirk Hammett when it comes to legendary guitar duos. And Robert Sweet has to be up there with Tommy Lee, Eric Carr, Nico McBrain and Vinny Appice, etc. when it comes to greatest drummers from 80s rock and metal. In terms of Stryper's music, rather than class them as a Christian rock or Christian metal band, I'd say they are more in the vein of power metal, alongside bands like Manowar, Helloween and Metal Church, etc. The last things I'll say about this CD and the band is that I feel the same way about this CD as I do about my Saxon Greatest Hits CD, in that it's not my most favourite CD, and that there are 2 or 3 standout songs on this CD, but it's still a good compilation CD to own. Also, like Saxon, Stryper, even now, are a great band to see live. Even though they've tuned down, Michael Sweet can still sing really good, and he's also very good to have on Facebook too. So that's a wrap, folks. We've reached the end of our captivating CD review journey. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our upcoming reviews, etc. Trust me, you don't want to miss them. This is Classic Reviews. Check out 2 videos at the end, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.